I've been daily driving the DT770 Pro headphones for 8 months other than when testing headphones for review, and I have a lot to say about these, so let's get into it. Unlike headsets, you're not going to get a USB port, you're not going to get a microphone. It's going to be a very basic unboxing experience. You're going to get a 1/4-inch adapter, the bag, and the headphones. And honestly, that bag, I cannot find it, but it was an alright bag. You know, it's not going to protect it real well, but it'll keep it from getting dinged up. However, we're going to talk about the build. You don't really got to worry about this thing getting damaged. And on that topic, these are still the best built headphones I have personally ever touched. The engineering that has gone into these is superb, especially for the price point. They aren't cheap, but they're not as expensive as a lot of audiophile headphones out there, which in my opinion can get a little outlandishly expensive. But these weigh 272 grams or 9.6 ounces, and I don't find these to be that heavy. These have a metal headband with a changeable leather wrap with foam padding, and I love that you can change that leather wrap because say it starts to wear away or damage out, because these are meant to be used for years, like 20s of years. So the fact that you can change that out is super dope to me. So the forks are solid, thick metal. They feel super durable, and the forks do have space for the headband to swivel just a little bit to accommodate human heads. I do still wish they had full swivel, but the amount that you have there is actually usable. And honestly, coming from the HyperX Cloud Alpha S, I love the adjustment mechanism. You set it and you forget it. Some people might not like how stiff it is, but for me, I like the fact that I have to really work to move it. But I can see why somebody wouldn't like that because it is quite stiff. But over time, I've never had to readjust it a single time. Like I said, I've been using these every day for 8 months and I've not had to adjust them a single time. The clamping force is medium, and because of that light swivel, I don't get any pressure points here or here. However, I do feel that they are there. Even though these do have shallow ear cups, the padding inside the ear cups is actually soft enough where it's not that big of a deal, and I'm quite sensitive to touching drivers, so that says something. Even in the 8 months, I've never found a point where I was sore or upset that my ears were touching the drivers. So comfort wise, I say these are a 7. I do have more comfortable headphones, but these are top 3 of headphones I've used, but I can wear these for hours with no issue at all, which is great for long gaming and editing sessions where I'm wearing these 5 to 6 hours at a time. So specs wise, these aren't the most interesting because they're not a gaming headset where they got all these flashy specs, but I am going to tell you the couple things that I think is important to know. They have a 45mm driver. The frequency response is 5 Hz to 35 kilohertz. My model is the 80 ohms version. However, you can get them in 32 and 250 ohms. And now if you're trying to get into like the audiophile world or just the more quality sounding headphones world, I definitely recommend starting at the 32 ohm model. That way you don't have to get yourself a DAT or an amp or anything like that. So in case you don't really care too much about that type of stuff, you're not wasting all your money on all this equipment just for a pair of headphones that you might not like. By the way, if you are enjoying this video, definitely slap a like on it. It helps out a ton, puts me on the algorithm, and I greatly appreciate it. And also, you can hit up all the affiliate links down below. I do get a kickback, but there's no extra cost to you, and it helps me keep this channel going, so I greatly appreciate it. Anyway, let's talk about the sound. These are the clean, they are the clear, and they are the natural. These have a very natural and wide soundstage that's also very accurate for gaming, especially in a competitive setting. The bass is tight and quick. It hits and it stops. It doesn't reverberate longer than it's supposed to and doesn't consume other frequencies, and the high end is so well represented. I would consider these to be more on the sparkly side with a bit of extra bass, so that would give it that V-shaped sound, you know what I mean? And the sound separation is so good, like explosions, footsteps, gunshots, and miscellaneous sounds all happening at once. You will always hear everything with little to no distortion. The directional audio with these is the best I've personally heard with any headphones to date. I'm not trying to blow smoke up the butt of these headphones, but I'm just keeping it real with you. That's why I daily drive these. They're accurate and it's satisfying. These can do sort of above and sort of below, but better than any other headphone that I've personally heard. One thing that a lot of headphones struggle with is behind you. It starts to feel like it's just center channel, not in front, not behind, just center channel. And you'll know it's behind you because it's in that center channel. But these, you can actually accurately hear behind you. It's not extremely good, but it's pretty darn good. These shine the most with environmental type games. Like right now I'm playing Elder Scrolls Online, and just hearing the music along with the wind and the world noises, it's just so immersive. It feels very realistic and it's very satisfying to hear, and the combat sounds impactful and powerful, and it just keeps you in the world and makes you want to continue playing. Over time, I've learned more and more about these headphones and have actually learned to love them more and more every time I try a new headset and come back. It's a breath of fresh air every time, but it's so hard to recommend these to gamers that do any form of comms in game because you not only have to buy the headphones at 150 bucks, then you need a DAC and an amp for around 70 to 100 bucks, then either a USB mic for 50 to 100 bucks or an XLR mic and a wire. The sound quality is great, but you can get a gaming headset for 100 bucks and be happy. But I assure you the audio experience won't be as good, at least not that I've found. If I were to recommend these, I'd say buy the 32 ohm version and get a USB mic if comms is important. But if communication in game is not that important to you, still get the 32 ohm model unless you're super serious about your audio like I am. But I can say I don't think most people would be disappointed in the audio these can give you. And yes, I will be reviewing Beyerdynamic's gaming headset line. I just don't know when. I have a lot of things in the pipeline right now, so it's really far down the road. If you want to hear my thoughts on a gaming headset that I feel comes very close to audio quality, check out the Logitech G Pro X headset review that I've done right here. And anyway, if you enjoyed the video, definitely slap a like on it. Appreciate that. And just remember, no cost extra affiliate links down below. Helps the channel keep going. Anyway, have a good one. Peace out.